James Dooley here from FatRank, and I'm joined here today with Dan Grant. And today's video is about lead generation quotes and phrases that many people are using to do with generating leads online. So, Dan, without further ado, let's get started. Let's get reading some of these lead generation quotes out that might give some inspiration to business owners.
Yep, so this first one here is obviously, as you can see, the lifeblood of any successful business is a consistent flow of quality inquiries that are exclusive and turn into profit. So do you want to expand on that one a bit and what that means?
Yeah, I think the main words in there is the lifeblood. I think it's saying it's really important of any successful business. So there is businesses that maybe don't have a consistent flow, but they're not really successful. The people that are truly successful get a consistent flow of quality inquiries, so they get a lot of good inquiries. There's a lot of people out there that are buying leads and the quality is not there, it's not converting. And the next big part is the exclusive part. So the amount of companies that we speak to that are buying leads and the lead generation company is selling that same lead to 5 other companies is scary. And then obviously they're needing to make certain that any of the leads that they're generating or the purchasing turns into profit. So yeah, I think it's a great phrase that's being used on there. So let's jump into obviously the next one's down. So lead generation quotes to keep you inspired.
Yeah, so this first one here, achieve remarkable business growth with a guaranteed flow of high quality leads tailored just for you. So even just from seeing that there, the first thing I'm seeing there is that guaranteed flow, obviously making sure that that's coming into a business consistently, that there's no kind of question marks as to whether they're going to receive those leads or not. And that tailored just for you as well is important too, because every business likes to deal with inquiries differently and likes to have, certain inquiries coming in. We know from experience sometimes with clients, they can say to us, look, we'd like leads in this certain area, or they might say we'd like these specific type of leads that get search volume. So having that information, from the client to us means that we can really tailor those leads down to you and get the right leads for your business. So I think that's a really good one.
Yeah, I think you touched upon that with regards to tailored just for you. I think to start with, sometimes we get certain customers that can be a little bit frustrated because we're asking so many questions at the front end. But getting that information of what services and products that they do, but actually what makes them the most profit is so important. Too many people just go really broad and go, I'm a plumber, I want plumbing leads. And it's like, well, that's too broad. Let's go a bit deeper and say, where is it? What type of client? And where are your clients potentially hanging out? Who's your demographic? And what type of lead is it that you want? So I think that's very important on that one. They're tailored just for you. So let's jump into the next one.
Yeah, so next one here is blaming your sales team again. Perhaps the real issue lies is not having a steady stream of quality leads to work with. So yeah, that's a really good one. I'll let you expand on that one if you want.
Yeah, so obviously a lot of people, they're not getting enough sales in straight away. What do? They go and sack the sales team. The sales team aren't good enough. But actually, if they've not got a consistent flow of quality inquiries, how can the sales team sell? Unless they're then spending all of their time cold calling people to try to sell their products. They shouldn't be cold calling. They should have, the marketing team should be providing them with this daily new prospects for them to be able to do what their job is, which is sell. They're not sales and marketing. Marketing and sales is very different. I think it's important for business owners to understand this.
Yeah, and I think a good analogy for that one would be is, if you've got a football team and you've got a really good striker up front, but he's not got the service, he's not got the actual support from players around him to provide him the chances, and there's not a lot to work with, and who do you blame in that situation? Do you blame the striker who's not at the service, or do you blame the rest of the team for not supplying, what that person actually needs? So I think for that example, yeah, it's about that quality leads to begin with. Are you actually getting the good leads in? Does your company have a chance really to actually succeed and obviously grow and develop? Because if you're not getting those inquiries in, you obviously don't stand a chance to begin with.
Exactly.
Right, should we move to the next one here? So we've got choose certainty over chance. Unlike PPC, our service guarantees a return on investment with leads that convert, making every penny count. So do you want to add a bit more to that one?
Yeah, so obviously we've been doing the lead generation for a long time now, and we started off as doing SEO for clients. We started to realise that clients became frustrated with SEO. Then we moved on to PPC. They mainly became because they wanted leads today, and SEO is a long-term strategy. Then they moved on to PPC. Now PPC, you can get clicks today, which is like sponsored at the top of Google search. But then again, there's no guarantees in place. So you can put everything in place of what you want, but you're still going to get fake inquiries coming through like Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, your competitors are filling in the form. You're going to get some good leads in there as well, but there's no guaranteed on a return on investment. And I think we've now been one of the only companies that I know of in the UK that guarantee a return on investment of lead generation. And I think that's important now moving forward. I think it's made it so much easier for the sales team for us to get inquiries, and then we then ourselves can choose, is this company good enough for us? Because now it's not the company choosing the lead generation company, it's us as a lead generation company choosing the right company that can convert. And if they can convert and we can generate the right type of leads, then they get a guaranteed return on investment. If they don't convert them, it's our fault and they don't pay anything. So I think it's a no-brainer for business owners, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And obviously, the risk does land on us. We're not obviously asking for for anything, in terms of the actual payment of the website or anything like that. Sometimes, obviously, we do like to ask that companies put a bit of money up front so we can obviously invest in the website for them and get it ranking quicker and almost fast track the process. But all the risk lands on us, and obviously companies are generating those inquiries and getting those inquiries from us for free. So obviously it's up to them then to make the most of it and maximize it, especially when it's risk-free supply of good quality inquiries that we're offering. Okay, so the next one here, we've got ease the burden on your business and only pay for leads that you convert into jobs. Get a consistent flow of quality inquiries. So that obviously kind of tailors to what we were just speaking about earlier, but if you wanted to add a bit more to that.
Yeah, so obviously, it's keep mentioning, get the consistency of the quality inquiries that are coming through. But basically, the burden of any business, people are always, a lot of business owners are frugal and they're very selective with where they want to spend the money, which they should be. So we've taken that risk out of them and they only pay for jobs that they convert. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it just delivers the message in a nice short lead generation quote kind of template that we can send out to certain clients.
Yeah. So next up, we've got gain access to an exclusive network of premium, high-converting leads. Pay only for leads that you convert, that convert secure your place today. So what we're really saying there, obviously, is that, reiterating the fact that you don't have to pay for the leads. Obviously, you're only paying for the ones that do convert. And obviously, that's kind of our business model, in general, is we promote that to companies to say, look, we'll generate you these leads and there's actually no risk involved. If you go to any other lead generation company in the UK, obviously, like we know, they'll actually be either charging for those leads or the leads won't be good enough quality to begin with. So the fact that we can guarantee that return on investment and guarantee those quality of leads is obviously kind of the business model that we're generally working on, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I think on this one, it's a little bit important on the exclusive network of premium leads of what we're getting, but also making certain that we've got to, at the very start, make certain that the companies are good enough to work our leads. So not every single customer is accepted with who we work with, but if we do feel that they've got a decent enough sales team that will be able to work those leads, then hopefully they are converting them, and then both parties can make some sort of money into it. We don't make any money, obviously, on any leads unless the business to who we send the inquiries through to start making profit.
Yeah.
Just out of interest, before you read the next one, just a random one, like we can see you coming through here. We've got a nice blue design, red one, a white one, a black one, a grey one. What's your favourite colour?
It might just be me because I always prefer more colourful designs and things, but I like the blue and the red personally. I think they stand out the most. Probably the blue because it's kind of the most, I don't know, it's easier to look at. It doesn't feel as kind of critical as red. So yeah, probably go with the blue personally. How about you?
You know what's funny about that? My least favourite is the white one. I think it's white because it's on a white background.
Yeah.
Actually, my best two, it might be because I must be boring then. If you're saying you really like I like the black and the grey, to be fair.
There you go, yeah. All different, aren't we?
Exactly, mate, exactly. So
yeah.
That's interesting. But anyone who's watching this, let us know. Have you got a preference in which colour you prefer? Not that it really matters too much, but I'm just interested to get some feedback. I probably say grey number 1, black number 2, blue number 3, red number 4, white number 5. What's your top 5, Dan, in order?
I agree with you with white being last. I think white's definitely, and it's probably the background that gives me the bias for that. But I'd probably go blue first, red second. Then I'd probably go grey, then black, then white. I think the grey's quite nice and it gives it a bit more colour. The black, again, just feels a bit too kind of almost not necessarily cutthroat, but it's not enough kind of colour for me. But yeah, that's my order.
Yeah. Anyone else who's watching this as well, apart from obviously giving us what colour you prefer, but if you know any decent quotes to do with like quotes for lead generation, lead gen quotes that you might know or you've read or you just thought of yourself, leave a comment, let me know. I'm always interested. I want to try and create 200 lead gen quotes in total and just get it out there, just so businesses can consistently keep seeing it on social media. That are you doing enough to fulfill your sales team with enough prospects? Because prospects is key. But anyway, let's jump into the next one.
Yep. So next one up, we've got second best color in red. UK companies need to rethink their advertising spend. Choose FatRank for generating leads that guaranteed to turn into profit, or it's your money back. So yeah, you can add to that if you'd like to.
Yeah, so obviously it's a bit of a sales one, this one, to be fair. So it's saying you should be choosing FatRank to generate your leads because they guarantee a return on investment, or we give you your money back. If you don't get any leads through, you don't have to pay anything. If you have paid something up front, you get your money back. But basically, we generally only deal in the UK at present, so UK companies need to rethink their advertising spend, because if they are spending money, they're not generating a consistent flow of quality inquiries that's turning into profit, then they should be rethinking where they're spending their money. Because like you said, if they did come to us and we did accept them as a client, we can absolutely 100% guarantee them a return on investment.
Yeah. So next one up here, we've got your sales team might perform better if the problem of inconsistent lead quality was addressed. Stop blaming, start solving. I think that one's really good because, again, it gets to the issue of, look, if your leads aren't good enough, you're not getting enough leads in, or the quality of the leads aren't great, that's going to affect your business regardless of what you do, whether your sales team is good, whether your infrastructure of your company is good, and your services or products are good. It doesn't matter if your leads that are coming in aren't kind of generating you that income and that profit. So that's what we try to kind of bridge the gap with companies for. If they're struggling with leads, or they work nationwide or work in a certain area and would like those leads in the UK, we feel we're good enough to generate them leads guaranteed if the niche is right. So obviously addressing that problem and stopping blaming your own self and start solving it is kind of the approach that we're looking at there.
Yeah, as well, stop blaming the sales team if they've not got that influx of new inquiries that's coming in. Solve the marketing side out, start generating those quality inquiries, so people in the sales team can start converting those prospects into paying customers.
Yeah. So next up we have, why continue to waste funds on advertising with no returns? UK businesses switch to FatRank or guaranteed return on investment or receive, for guaranteed return on investment or receive a 100% refund. So similar to that other red one, wasn't it, really, in its sentiment?
Yeah, stop wasting money, start getting a guarantee in place, or at least inquire us to see whether you can be accepted. If you do pay anything up front for a site, if it doesn't generate leads, we give you money back. Absolute 100% guaranteed. Go and check us on Company's House. Sometimes this sounds too good to be true, but go and check. Like, we've got companies out there that we've been going for over 10 years, so we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. We've got money in the bank and stuff like that, so it's not as if, like, I don't know, it does just sound like a scam. Not at all. If someone wants to know more of who we've done it for, we've got probably 500, 600, 700 different companies that you can speak to. I'm happy to give you their direct numbers. A lot of the time I'm dealing directly with the business owner himself or herself, and yeah, you can speak to any one of them. We guarantee the return on investment, which is the most important part here, and this is where we're saying stop wasting money if you don't know that you're getting a return on investment on, whether that's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, PPC, SEO, buying links from another lead generation agency. Who else is offering you this where they can guarantee you an ROI? I don't know anyone else that's doing this.
Yeah, we just to add to that as well, we sometimes joke internally, don't we, that our business model sometimes almost seems too good to be true, and sometimes other businesses can actually see that and think that. For us to obviously be able to describe to a company what we do and put a face to a name, really, and create these videos, we feel is important, obviously, because it shows that there's real people behind it. It's able to give us an opportunity to discuss what we do in a bit more detail, and obviously for them to understand the people that they're going to be working with as well, which is important. Next one's the grey one, is it?
I think the videos has been key, to be fair, because recently I've actually had a few clients reaching out to us, and they've been speaking about, oh, you're a family man, oh, you're this, and they know a little bit more about who you are. Like I said, they can put a face to a name. You can see me on social media every day, do you know what I mean? So you know I'm a real person, you know that you're a real person. Like, people can see that we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay, and we're here to make certain that these businesses can thrive and then obviously grow together. Hopefully, is the long-term kind of plan. So that's good. But yeah, the great ones next year.
Yep, so we've got UK companies, it's time to demand more from your advertising spend. FatRank offers guaranteed ROI or your money back. Why sell for less?
Yeah, exactly the same as the others. Targeting UK companies. Check what you're actually spending money on. We've got a guarantee in place. You don't make money, you don't need to pay anything.
Yep. Next up, we have why gamble with PPC when you can invest in guaranteed results? FatRank's service ensures quality leads that convert, setting us apart from the rest. So again, it's similar, isn't it? It's that conversation between, if your previous marketing efforts are a risk and you don't know if you're going to get that return on investment, why not move that money to somewhere where you know that you will really, is kind of what we're saying with that one.
Yeah, by the way, as well, anyone who's watching this that is spending money on PPC or Facebook ads or SEO, if you did inquire with us and did get accepted, something I'd strongly recommend is not saying, like, that's it, stop all your spend elsewhere. I'd still recommend on you doing that as well. You still want to be making certain that you're spending PPC, building up your own brand online, building up a reputation online. We actually want you to do that, because once you get the inquiries and you're trying to convert those inquiries, if someone's coming to look at your brand, whether you do carpet cleaning or roofing or cladding or windows or whatever it is that you do, they're going to check you out online. So you need to make certain you've got a good brand presence and that you've got lots of 5-star reviews and stuff online. Otherwise, your conversion won't be good. If your conversion's not good, you don't turn our prospects into orders, which means profit, which means then we don't get paid. And this is something that we will be looking at when we're looking to onboard new customers, is how does your brand look online? And if it doesn't look good, and I wouldn't use you for an extension on my house or windows, like I said, or whatever industry that you're in, then I'm probably not going to then decide to have you as a client, because I'm thinking, well, I wouldn't, if I could generate your leads for conservatories or whatever, then, and I wouldn't use you, then maybe you're not good enough to take the leads. But what I'm just going to touch upon there is, don't just stop everything else if you do get accepted with us. Still do the other things as long as they're working. It's just a lot of people are running PPC blindly and not knowing whether it's working or not. They're going spending money in magazines, radio ads, TV ads, billboard advertising. They're going spending money with an SEO agency that's not only not generating them any leads, they're not even increasing the rankings. They're not even getting more traffic and impressions through to the site. Or they are getting more traffic and impressions, but it's for the wrong keywords. So you've then got to start looking at certain things to say, actually, is this worth my money in spending money on the SEO who's building me toxic links, or I'm in a worse position than what I was previously, where you can get a guaranteed return on investment on lead generation.
Yep. Okay, so next up, we've got the red one, which is turn your advertising into profitable investment. UK businesses switch to FatRank for guaranteed return on investment and take advantage of the full refund policy if not. So again, alluding to the similar types of things, wasn't it, that we were saying earlier? So moving down, why settle for PPC when you can have a guaranteed conversions? Our service ensures you invest in leads that pay off, not just pay-per-click. So again, we're not trying to say that pay-per-click doesn't work. Again, like you alluded to then, pay-per-click can work for a lot of people and does work for a lot of people. We actually have a lot of clients that run parallel and, we'll do pay-per-click and do various other advertising forms as well as our leads coming in. So, if it works for you, then continue to do that. We don't feel like, you need to throw all of your eggs into our basket. But obviously, if you are spending quite a lot of money on PPC and you're finding it's not working and you're finding you're looking for that, those certain leads, then we're generally probably a better model than PPC in that argument, really.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, so next up we have think your sales team is the problem. Maybe what they actually need is a reliable flow of quality leads to close the deal.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've touched upon a lot of these now. A lot of them are just kind of rehashing the same type of stuff. So stop blaming the sales team. I mean, don't get me wrong, the salesperson might not be good and you might need to get rid of that person. But a lot of the time, first and foremost, if the sales team are all saying that the leads are not good enough, you need to start looking at your lead generation sources and strategies, or what lead generation service are you using, and is that good enough? Don't just blame the sales team. Sometimes blame the type of leads that are being generated. It needs to make certain that it's a quality lead. Too many people chase the quantity and not the quality of leads that are coming in.
Yeah. So next up we have stop draining your budget on ineffective lead generation. UK companies should invest where ROI is guaranteed. FatRank offers this or you get your money back. So again, like you said, it's reiterating the same type of things, but having that money back is, important as well to fall back on, because if people are investing in these sites straight away, they want to know that that refund is available. Having said that, we've never had to refund a client because, every time a client has put money into the site, they've seen that growth, they've seen that success, and we've never had that situation. So, cross our fingers, we never will need to, but obviously it's good that we offer that to clients as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so transform your marketing strategy from hit and miss PPC to our guaranteed lead generation service. Pay only on results, not attempts.
Yeah, so again, it's just completely de-risking the fact that are you not certain where to spend your money? Well, we'll come and check your full strategy in place. And if we feel that it's a good enough industry, a good enough niche, and that you're good enough at converting those leads, we'll completely take all the risk on board ourselves, and they only pay on conversion.
Yep. Okay, so turn potential into profit. Partner with FatRank for specialist lead generation that brings exclusive, high-quality inquiries to your mailbox.
Yeah, so it's exactly what FatRank does. They're a specialist lead generation company that are providing daily inquiries that are coming through. It might not be daily. In some certain industries, you might only get 1 or 2 leads a week, but as long as it's the exact type of lead that the sales team needs to convert, that's good enough. There's others that we're generating up to 100 in a single day. And for those, it might be like emergency locksmiths or stuff that's repairs and stuff like that. Like all the ones where they're needing stuff ASAP, there might be a lot of those might be via like telephone and stuff like that, as opposed to a contact form submission. But we're generating leads on a day-by-day basis for many different industries in the UK.
Yep. So we are inviting a limited number of UK businesses to experience growth. You only need to pay for leads that turn into real business. So again, with that one there, it's quite important that we're mentioning at the start, the limited number of UK businesses. We don't work with everyone, as you said previously. We are selective with who we work with. The company has to be the right fit for our model. They have to, buy into what we do, understand what we do, and be willing to grow with us as well. What we don't want to do is invest all this time and money and effort into building your websites out, but then you not be able to, work the leads properly, or you might not want to expand and grow. We're looking for companies that have the same kind of, philosophy as us in terms of we want to grow, we want to build, we want to become better and bigger. And obviously, if you share that philosophy with us and you deal with the inquiries properly, we'll generally succeed together.
Yeah.
Just
quickly expanding on that one slightly is that we don't want customers to become frustrated. If sometimes it's better for the business owners to listen to us. If we don't feel you're ready for our leads yet, take it on board and try to ask the question why. It could be your branding, that their branding's not good enough, and they might need to go away and work on the branding. Instead of moaning about what we're saying, actually take it on board and go, actually, they've got a point. We do need to improve this, which then indirectly will improve your conversion. And then once you've done it, if you come back 3, 4, 5 months later, then there's a lot of time we've done that, and then we've taken clients on because they've gone and done the stuff that we want them to do in improving their own branded SERP, which means that when you search your name without your website, what shows up, that's kind of your business card online. Like, is that positive or is that negative? If it's negative, people might not be looking to order from you. And at the 11th hour, if you're in a price and you and your main competitor and they're Googling who's the better company because you're both similar on price, and these have got a more positive branding online and yours isn't as positive, they're going to go with them. So why should we then generate leads for someone who's not got a good positive brand SERP? You need to go away and resolve that first, and that's why we're saying that it's limited to what companies that we work with. But if you're a good company, you do a good job, you're well priced, and you can convert jobs through exactly what you do, we'll then look to generate you those exact leads that turn into profit.
Yep. PPC can drain your budget without promise of return. Choose our service for guaranteed ROI, where you only pay for leads to convert. So again, we've kind of been through that model, but obviously it is just comparing us to PPC when PPC isn't done properly, really. Again, similar there, so stop burning cash on PPC. You can see that some of these have a similar type of sentiment. This one's, again, about the sales team, this blue one. So stop pointing fingers at your sales team. They can only work with what they're given. If it's, isn't it time you're provided with a constant flow of quality leads? So, again, similar type of sentiment, isn't it there? Transform your business strategy with FatRank, where exclusive leads turn into tangible success and profits today. Do you want to expand on that one a little bit more?
Yeah, just a little bit. Again, it's just touching on the exclusive part. Sometimes people will reach out to us and go, oh, but why are you different to Bark or Checker Trade or Leads to Trade or a lot of these other lead generation platforms that are out there? Now, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of businesses that are using some of them lead generation companies and making a lot of profit out of them leads. But I also know a lot that are very, very frustrated because they might be buying leads from anything from £10, £50, even £100, even £200 in some niches, that the lead's being sold to 6 other companies. And then they're saying, surely I should be getting exclusive leads for that. Well, it's just whatever's in your contract. And if it is that you're going to get leads and there's 6 others are going to get them as well, well, then you've only got a 1 in 6 chance of converting, where our leads, what we try to do is make certain that once we're working with you and we know that you're good at converting, you will be the only company to generate. So someone wants a conservatory, we only pass that to one company. You'll get exclusive leads on that if you're paying. When you first start working for us, if we're not certain whether you're good at converting or not, we might decide to send it to a few, but you're not paying for any of the leads. You're only paying conversion. And at that point, we're trying to work out who is the best at converting those leads into profit. And whoever we feel is best, we then start to do the exclusive lead generation deal with. So it works great.
Yep. So next up, stop the leak in your advertising budget, get guaranteed results with a return on investment. So again, that stopping the leak is almost what you were saying there with, if a business has various different marketing or advertising strategies to get the leads in, oftentimes some of them will end up losing the money, and it's kind of just stopping that leak and working with someone that's obviously going to ensure that that doesn't happen in the future. So next up we have, if you don't innovate, you'll evaporate. Hire FatRank for the 100% guaranteed return on investment lead generation service. Do you want to expand on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I love the saying, if you don't innovate, you're going to evaporate. I think you're going to see 1 or 2 more of those quotes in a minute coming down. You'll be like, bloody hell, they're all the same quotes, these. But I love the saying, if you don't innovate, you are going to evaporate. You've always got to be trying to strive to be better. Even if you genuinely feel you're number 1 in your industry, keep striving to improve and innovate and keep moving forward, because if you don't, your competitors will catch up.
Yeah, definitely. If your sales results are falling short, maybe it's not the team's fault. Consider that there's a lack of quality, consistent leads. Obviously, we've mentioned that one earlier. Lead your industry with FatRank, where exclusive leads meet unprecedented success and profitability for your business. Again, a bit more of a salesy one, but just kind of alluding to the fact that that's what we do. There's another one. So if you don't innovate, you'll evaporate. Start generating a consistent flow of inquiries today. Make today the day for change. FatRank provides the exclusive leads your business needs to succeed and profit in a competitive market. Again, even that, make today the day for change. A lot of businesses will take a long time to actually analyze the areas of the business that aren't actually earning the money or are maybe wasting the money. It's important to take action as soon as you can with these things. And if you can find a company that can help you generate those leads, which we believe, we obviously can do for many different industries, generally that's, usually the way to go.
I think on that, just expanding on it, so many business owners procrastinate and they overthink things through. And I think this is one of the main reasons why we've ended up completely de-risking it for business owners. Because if we know that they've got a great product, sometimes it's the business owner that holds them back. So this is why we've kind of taken the model away from them, just being like, look, don't pay for anything. We know what works because this is what we do day in, day out. If you're a bricklayer, you'll allow them to build the wall and you just let them to get on with it. You don't start asking them 1,000,001 questions. In this industry with advertising and marketing, if I was getting paid per task, it'd just be tiring because I had to keep explaining to the client what I'm doing. If I de-risk it, they don't even know what I'm doing. All what I need to do is make certain I'm generating the right type of lead, which then converts. So the procrastination is a big part. Start taking action today and stop procrastinating.
Yep, and this next one actually refers to just stopping wasting money as well. So every pound spent turns into profit. UK companies can trust FatRank on a return on investment driven advertising with a safety net of 100% refund. So again, it's just about companies not wasting that money and not wasting the budget. Next one up, if you don't innovate, you'll evaporate again. Generating a consistent flow of leads for your business. It's easy to blame the sales team, but harder to admit they're struggling. Again, it's alluding to the sales.
Yeah.
And another one there, if you don't evaporate, if you don't innovate, you'll evaporate. It seems like obviously a lot of these now are kind of a similar sentiment, aren't they? And kind of
they have all got. I mean, after it, you've got like if you don't innovate, you will evaporate. Rank and rent model for lead generation. So for anyone who doesn't know the rank and rent model, this is the lead generation model of what we do. Actually, it says on there rent and rent, but it should say rank and rent, so that probably needs changing. But the on there it should say rank and rent, which is we build out the websites, we rank the websites to get the exact type of inquiries that what you need. It's built on our framework, which we know technically is built brilliantly. It's got the right words and the right entities in the content that's needed. It's got the right backlinks that come through to the page, and it's built for conversion. So that on there is what the rank and rent model actually is.
Yep. Another one there of if you don't innovate, you'll evaporate, and generating leads every day is a must. So obviously that is important to obviously make sure you're getting that consistent flow and the quantities there as well. Next up, elevate your business today. Let FatRank fuel your success with exclusive leads that convert into substantial profit. Do you want to add a bit more to that one?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just the same again. Just get exclusive leads, turn it into profit, pay us a percentage of your profits, and then you're winning. Do you know what I mean? You're not having any risk whatsoever. It's guaranteed profits for yourself on the lead generation model that we set up.
Yep. Focus on what matters at FatRank, delivering exclusive quality inquiries that pave the way for successful outcomes and enhance profitability.
Yeah, again, same with all the others. I think a lot of these are kind of saying, again, invest in digital that works, UK businesses, it's time to use FatRank services, guaranteed return on investment. I think I've done a few of these different ones which are pretty similar because I wanted to get different colours. Enough of the blame game. Your sales team, again, stop blaming the sales team. Get a consistent flow of quality leads. Only pay on the conversion. Drive your business forward with FatRank, where exclusive leads are just the beginning of the journey to success and profit. Escape the PPC cycle of uncertainty. Our lead generation service for UK businesses guarantee pathway to profitability. If you don't innovate, you're going to evaporate. Generate leads every goddamn day for your sales team. Beyond PPC, we offer guaranteed for our lead generation. Don't just survive, thrive. We ensure a steady stream of quality leads so you can focus on what you do best. I quite like that saying. What's your thoughts on that one, Dan? If you don't survive, thrive. That's almost similar to the if you don't innovate, you want to evaporate. But don't just keep your head just above the water. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to make certain that you're looking to thrive as a company.
Yeah, it's removing the complacency, isn't it, from it? And companies sometimes can fall into habits, and especially when it comes to, how they generate the leads and how they deal with the leads. But changing that model and actually getting out there and doing something different, especially with this model where it's completely risk-free, is generally, a really good thing for these companies to be doing.
Yeah. And then the last one there in blue is the lifeblood of any successful business is a consistent flow of quality inquiries that are exclusive and turn into profit. So that's all the quotes up there, and then I've just got some other ones down here that I just want to touch upon with you, Dan, with regards to, again, more inspiring quotes for lead generation, right? So making your prospects feel like they have an exclusive membership in a club makes lead generation a positive customer experience. So this is a quote that I've got off the internet, and it's basically saying that you need to be making certain that you're getting a positive customer experience, which basically means you need to be making profit. The way you position yourself at the beginning of a relationship has a profound impact of where you end up. So on that, this is so important about branding, right? So right at the very, very start, or what message that you're delivering online, how good are your photos that you've put online? How good is your videos of your jobs that you've done online? So many people offline are great, and they don't move what they have offline online. And some of the photos that they have on the website are terrible. Some of the videos that they have are like, you can just tell that there's just been zero effort being put into the case studies. And this is why when we do the rank and rent model, we get all the photos, we get all the videos, and we just make it look good. we make certain we take everything offline and we put it online. And that, making certain that impacts, it's like first impressions when you first meet someone. They're really, really important. I don't know if you can expand on that any further, Dan.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So, a lot of the times, and we've had it in the past, haven't we? We've had companies come to us looking for leads, and we've had a look at their websites initially and thought their business looks good, it gets well reviewed in terms of, it obviously operates well. But visually, if you were to actually look for that service or product, you probably wouldn't inquire with them, because obviously what you're seeing isn't really reflective of the work that they do. And that's really it. If you're a company that's getting, constantly 5-star reviews and a really good company, and people are really happy with the work that you do, you need to actually show that online so that people who are new to your company, who've never seen you before, who might not be as savvy to look at reviews, will say, okay, yeah, this is the company I want to go with because look at that job that they've done, or, look at these testimonials, or look at this content on their website. So it's really, really important that they have that. And obviously, for certain industries, certain companies, if they don't have a marketing team, it's going to be difficult for them to actually implement. So we can obviously take that stress off their hands for them. We can obviously generate those leads and have that kind of branding on our end. And then obviously those leads will come straight through to them with that trust that they're looking for. So like you said, it's important not just for business, but just in life to create that good first impression. Whether you're talking to someone, over the phone, or whether you've met someone in real life, or whether it is an actual impression online for a business, it's really, really crucial that companies get that right, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think this next quote down here about approach each customer with the idea of helping him or her solve the problem or achieve a goal, not just selling a service or a product. I think this is important for make certain. Again, this is when we building these websites out. A lot of our copywriters that we have, we've got a lot of writers, but then we've got a lot of copywriters, sales copywriters that understand that. So we try to dig deeper to make certain we can resonate with someone, a customer that's coming through to our website, of where they are at present with regards to what product and service they're looking for, but why are they looking for that product, and can we help solve their problem? And I think this is another reason of why our websites convert very well, is because we dig a bit deeper and we get into the psychological selling of the content of our website. Hence the reason why I don't want to start doing SEO for other clients and doing it on their website and trying to explain it, because you're going to end up spending all day trying to explain to a business owner why have you used certain words, or why have you not just said this is the product that we sell, without kind of explaining the solution and the problem that it's going to achieve. So I think that's pretty important. But then the next one down, persistence is probably the most important skill, because almost nothing you do is at the first attempt. It doesn't work at the first attempt. So what's interesting on that one from a marketing standpoint is this is where effective frequency comes involved. So not only do we rank websites and generate leads, but also if someone's come through to our website, we've got like a Facebook pixel, which means that that person then gets followed on Facebook when they go on and they start seeing our ads. They start being seen multiple times. As they start being seen multiple times, they might then inquire. Normally at the first attempt someone's been and seen your brand, they don't normally inquire. This is something else that we can look to do when we're generating the inquiries.
Definitely.
If people like you, they'll listen to you. But if they trust you, they'll do business with you. So again, we're trying to put some of the stuff online, some videos that they might have online, because if they like you, they'll listen to you. But if they trust you, they'll do business with you. Building that trust online is so important. Do you want to expand on that slightly, a little bit more, of like making how you can build that trust further?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that this one works really well from the perspective of a customer actually, about to inquire with a company for something, and also our relationships with the clients too. We want to, as soon as we get into contact with a client and we accept them as part of our lead gen model, the first thing we want to do is get to know them and their business a little bit more, understand their ethos, understand, almost their morals and ethics within the business to see what they're actually looking for, and then obviously grow to achieve their goals with them. What we don't want to do is kind of see clients as kind of a money-making scheme. We want to see it as a long-term relationship where we build a relationship with them. Obviously, the risk is on our end, so it's not risky for them. And that alone really is enough to start building that trust, because they say, okay, this company's trusted me. They're putting a lot of money and effort into this actual campaign for me, and I actually want to work with them long-term. So I think it's really, really important, definitely.
Then I'm gonna wrap it up with this last one. To build a long-term successful enterprise, you don't need to close a sale, just open a relationship. So something else that we do on a lot of these websites is not every single page is a selling page and trying to get an inquiry that goes through to our customer. We want to make certain we're building what's classed as being topical authority online, and make certain that we're building relationships with people who come to our site, that return back to our site. They feel that the data and the information of what we're sharing online is high level, is people trusting our website. And as it keeps building up and building up and building up, we're hoping the end goal would be for someone to fill out a form, and then our client then would get the lead and provide them with the service of what they want to do to solve their problem, or give them whatever their goal is to have done. So I think that's very important as well. And that's kind of wrapping up all the different quotes for lead generation. Down here in the get in touch, we actually have, if you do want to team up and you do want to find out whether your business, if you are a business owner, is good enough. It's not saying if you're good enough, it's just, have you got the sales team to be able to convert the volume of leads that we might be able to generate? If you come onto FatRank and go to get in touch, or if you're on the lead generation quotes page, it's quite a long one here, which hopes has inspired a few of you. If you scroll down to the bottom, you've got the get in touch, but here at the top, get in touch, fill in the form, someone will get back to you the same day. They might ask you a few questions. We need to dig a bit deeper in understanding whether you're ready yet to get an influx of new inquiries. So are you ready to deal with that volume? And that's a wrap up really of everything on there with regards to lead generation quotes. What out of that one, Dan, is there any of them that stood out to you, apart from obviously you saying the blue ones? Or
well, in terms of the quotes, I do like the if you don't innovate, you'll evaporate one. I think that's really good. And I also like the ones where it's alluding to the fact that companies might be struggling with other marketing campaigns at the minute, so whether that's PPC or whatever else they're doing. I think a lot of companies, and we know this from experience of speaking to companies, will actually be quite open with us and say, look, we've been spending this money with this company each month, we're only getting this amount of inquiries. And I think that openness to, knowing, okay, I'm not doing great with this particular campaign, can sometimes open doors to obviously working with a company like us and us generating those leads and just saving companies time, effort and money really, which is obviously what we're passionate about.
Yeah, so anyone who's watching this, we hope you like the lead generation quotes. We hope it might have inspired you. But leave a comment in the comment section. Obviously, contact us if you're looking for any sort of lead generation. But leave a comment in the comment section to see, one, what colour you preferred out of the 5. I'm quite boring and preferred the grey. Dan was more, he wanted the colour vibrant of blue. But let me know what colour you preferred best and which one of those quotes you preferred the most. Please don't say the rent and rent when it was spelt wrong and the rank and rent, but see which one. I mean, I prefer that every business needs a consistent flow of quality inquiries. I just feel it's so important. It is the lifeblood of any successful business, and that's where I kept trying to instill that into people. I'm hoping I might have inspired someone with the lead generation quotes there. And yeah, best of luck, and make sure you leave a comment.